Did you know that there are really only two retirement concepts that you need to know about in order to retire with confidence? And if you want to know what these two retirement concepts are, we're going to talk about that in our financial freedom video, so stay locked in. Hi, my name is Carson Graves, certified financial planner and president and CEO of the Retirement Education Center.
And my name is Andrea Graves, Director of Operations at the Retirement Education Center. For additional concepts on how to maximize your retirement, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the notification bell to be notified when we upload new videos. So Carson, retirement planning has so many moving parts. How is it that there is only two concepts that can set people up for success?
Yeah, it seems like that would be odd, right? Because when you start talking about money and retirement, it can become very complex and convoluted. But what I would always tell my clients, if an advisor can't break things down to you to where a 5-year-old can really understand it, then you might need to find someone else to work with, because the job and the role of a financial advisor is not to try to elevate themselves in order to seem smarter than the person that they're speaking to, but it is actually to try to make the concepts more digestible for that particular individual so they can actually know what they're doing with their retirement dollars. And so today what I'm going to be doing is just talking about just two very hidden concepts perhaps that you need to be able to do in order to have retirement success. But before we do that, there are always two rules to retirement income that we like to give you. And Andrew, what are those two rules?
Well, rule number one is to never run out of money, and rule number two is to never forget rule number one.
Okay, so let's go ahead and jump into our lesson today to talk about two simple retirement concepts that you need to know about in order to have complete retirement success.
So Carson, let's talk about these two retirement concepts. What is the first retirement concepts that retirees should focus on?
Yeah, so when it comes to retirement and trying to retire with happiness and fulfillment, Andrea, there are only two concepts that a retiree should be focusing on. And that is their physical well-being and their financial well-being, okay? So we're going to start out talking about your physical well-being. And to amplify this particular area of the conversation, Andrew, I always like to lean on this really unique quote that I read where it said that a healthy man has many desires, but a sick man has but one. And what do you think that one is? It is to be healthy. So when it comes to your retirement happiness and making sure that you can retire with confidence, you have to remain cognizant of your health. And how do you do that? When you are retiring, you need to make sure that you're going to retire to something. You need to have several hobbies lined up that you can do to keep yourself involved in society. That could be traveling. That could be maybe playing golf with a friend or going out to a chess club or volunteering for that matter. But you have to make sure that you have several hobbies lined up that can keep you involved in society and keep your mind focused on being a contributor to society, because you've been associated with your job all your life and you don't want to isolate yourself when you actually get to your retirement years. And the second thing that I want to notate here is that you have to be mindful of what you're putting into your body, what you're eating. And no, I'm not talking about going on some elaborate diet. I'm not a fan of diets. I think they can do more harm than good. But I am talking about you being mindful of what you're putting into your body. We have to understand that we cannot eat like we did when we were in our teen years, 20s and 30s, when we're in our 40s, 50s, 60s, and 70s. We just can't. So you have to be mindful of the foods that you're putting into your body, because if you're not, the type of things that you're putting into your body can have some lingering effects on your health long term. Another thing under this category is that you also have to be mindful of making sure that you're getting the proper exercise as well. And no, here also, I'm not talking about going out and trying to prepare for a marathon or an Ironman contest or doing one-handed push-ups. But what I am talking about is that you have to get out and pace yourself in walking. And if you can jog, definitely do that as well. Make sure that you go join a gym. Utilize the treadmill or utilize a personal trainer if that's needed as well to keep you motivated to reaching your fitness goals. So you have to make sure that you understand those two concepts as well. And last but certainly not least, you have to have a plan for long-term care. Now, I know many people do not want to talk about long-term care. Typically, they don't understand the risk or they don't understand how they're going to pay for it. But that's where you need to sit down with a qualified financial advisor that maybe can help you find some solutions or options that could fit your particular situation. Long-term care, as we know, that if you're 65 and older, you have at least a 70% chance of needing some type of long-term care. So if that is going to be a situation that you're probably going to find yourself in, it may be beneficial for you to go ahead and start planning for that early on so you don't have to have a burden that you cannot afford, and you certainly don't want to put that burden on your kids to have to take care of you in that particular situation. So when it comes to your retirement happiness, the first concept that you have to be mindful of is taking care of your physical well-being.
So, Carson, let's move on to the second concept that retirees need to focus on in order to have retirement success.
Okay, now the second retirement concept that a retiree should focus on, Andrew, is understanding that there are retirement money rules. You have to understand some of the simple retirement money rules. Obviously, you can read about these things, or better yet, it would be best for you to consult with an advisor who may be an expert in these rules to help keep you focused and in line with all of them. But let's start out by talking about the type of rules when it comes to contributing for your retirement success. Along the way, you have to understand the maximum dollars that you can put into different retirement vehicles, Andrea. Now, when it comes to the most utilized retirement vehicles, it's going to be retirement plans, things like your 401ks, your 403bs, 457bs, your thrift savings plans. These type of accounts are going to be utilized first and foremost for most retirees. And of course, second in line is going to be IRAs. So retirees need to understand how these retirement vehicles will correlate and how much they can put into each one. Now for 2024, when it comes to your IRAs, you can put a maximum of $7,000 into them if you're under the age of 50. And if you're 50 and older, you can put a maximum of $8,000. Now, when it comes to your retirement plans in 2024, you can put a maximum of $23,000 into that retirement plan. And if you're 50 and older, you can put a maximum of $30,500. Now, what's important to understand here, Andrea, is that you can max out all of those plans. Yeah, if you put $30,500 into your retirement plan at your job and you still have the propensity for saving more money, you can go out and still put another $8,000 into a Roth IRA or traditional IRA as well. So you can max out both of those retirement vehicles. The second thing that you need to understand when it comes to those plans is that when you're extracting money from them. Now, you have to know that if you take money under the age of 59 and a half, you can be hit with an early withdrawal penalty of 10% along with the taxes that you're going to have to pay for taking money out of those retirement plans. So you need to know all of the rules around when and how you can take money out of those particular plans as well. You also must understand that once you reach your required minimum distribution age, it's going to be mandated that you take money out of these particular plans. And if you do not take money out of those plans at your required minimum distribution age, you can be hit with a stiff 25% penalty along with the taxes that you must pay on those plans when you're taking money out. So you have to be very, very careful on understanding when, where, and how to take money out of these plans, and also when, where, and how you can put money into these plans. And the last major financial rule that retirees must understand is when, where, and how they should take their Social Security benefits as well. You must understand that if you decide to take your Social Security benefits at the age of 62, that you will have a permanent decrease in your benefits of 30%. You also should understand that once you reach your full retirement age, you will get 100% of those benefits, and you can continue to work and not have to worry about the Social Security Administration withholding money from your Social Security benefits as well. You should also understand that if you decide that you're going to wait to start those benefits will increase by 8% per year up until the age of 70, and that there is no reason to continue to wait to start those benefits at that time, because you do not continue to receive those delayed retirement credits. So if you do wait to the age of 70, you should start those benefits right away. So these are just some of the major retirement money concepts that you must understand in order to make sure that you have the type of retirement success that you're looking for.
All right, Carson, so what's the moral of this video?
Well, I would say that the moral of this video is that retirement should be for fun and relaxation, and that you need to make sure that you have a plan designed to correlate your physical well-being along with your financial well-being, and that it might be important for you to sit down with a financial advisor who can help you connect those dots to keep you on track. Thank you again for tuning in to our financial freedom video. Please understand that these videos are created for educational purposes only, and that you should always seek out your own financial advisor, your own tax advisor, and your own attorney regarding your personal situation. Also, if you are looking for an independent fiduciary advisor to help you with these types of complex financial matters, we highly recommend that you utilize the links in our description below and go ahead and schedule a 1-hour free consultation with us today.
After this video, please check out our other videos that will give you tips on how to maximize your retirement. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and share it with a friend. Thanks for watching, and remember, if you have questions,
we have answers.